What started as faint whispers behind closed doors has now exploded into a major political upheaval. In the early hours, information emerged about a discovery connected to Jacob Zuma's MK Party, with insiders claiming it could alter the entire political picture. Phones rang non-stop, urgent meetings were convened, and within a short time, the word "it collapsed" was circulating widely in political spaces. Subscribe to this channel right now as we unpack what has reportedly been found, why it is important, and how it may point to the downfall of Zuma's latest political gamble. When the MK Party was launched, it was presented as a fresh political reset, designed to channel frustration within the ANC and secure the loyalty of Zuma's most committed supporters. The rallies were lively, the messaging was strong, and the storyline was unmistakable. This was meant to be the force that would disrupt South Africa's political terrain. To many supporters, MK symbolized resistance, heritage, and unfinished business. However, based on developing claims, a recent finding linked to the MK Party's internal operations has sparked serious concerns about its very foundation. Sources allege that certain documents, communications, or financial records have surfaced that directly conflict with the party's public narrative. Although full details have yet to be officially confirmed, the effects were immediate. Senior figures reportedly went quiet, and planned public appearances were suddenly called off. What makes this development especially harmful is not only what it contains, but when it has emerged. The MK Party was still in a delicate growth stage, heavily dependent on momentum and public confidence. Any hint of internal disorder, poor management, or contradictions at this point poses a major threat to its credibility. Political analysts note that new parties rely on trust, and once that trust is damaged, recovery is extremely difficult. Almost as soon as the allegations surfaced, stories of internal rifts began to circulate. Some regional organizers reportedly questioned leadership choices, while others expressed concern that they may have been misled. There are even murmurs of influential members quietly distancing themselves, unwilling to remain linked to a movement now under intense scrutiny. While these reports remain unverified, such internal divisions are often early indicators of collapse. Jacob Zuma's response, or the absence of one, has become a story on its own. Known for his confrontational and defiant approach, his silence has caught both supporters and critics off guard. Analysts suggest this may signal legal consultations, behind-the-scenes damage control, or uncertainty about how to respond to the claims without worsening the situation. Opposition parties were quick to react, portraying the situation as evidence that the MK Party was never a credible alternative. Within the ANC, reactions have ranged from subtle satisfaction to outright ridicule, with some figures arguing that the entire initiative was unstable from the outset. For them, this moment feels like political validation. Perhaps the most serious consequences are being felt at grassroots level. Many individuals who invested their time, energy, and hope in the MK Party now feel frustrated and uncertain. On social media, some continue to defend Zuma passionately, while others demand openness and clear answers. This division among supporters further undermines the movement's ability to project unity. If the MK Party does indeed fall apart, its failure will send a powerful message about how difficult it is to sustain breakaway movements in South Africa. It could also strengthen the position of established parties while discouraging future splinter efforts. At the same time, it underscores a growing demand for accountability, even among loyal political followers. History shows that political comebacks are always possible, particularly for figures as resilient as Jacob Zuma. However, restoring trust after a damaging revelation is far more challenging than launching a new movement. Without clear explanations and firm leadership, the MK Party risks disappearing as quickly as it arrived. At this moment, the MK Party finds itself at a critical crossroads. Whether this turns out to be a temporary stumble or the start of the end will depend on what is officially confirmed next. What is undeniable is that South Africa is watching closely. Subscribe, like, and share so you don't miss any updates as this developing story continues to unfold.